Hey guys, it's me. Sorry about my absence lately of not actually talking to you guys. I was arrested for tax evasion. Can you believe that? The snails actually did their jobs. Unfortunately, however, I had a little well, unfortunately for them, I had a little help. You see, you might have noticed a couple new faces on the channel. We got some beast cutters, we got some iterators. Well, in my last, not my last video, in the iterator's last video, I forget his fucking name, Moonlight Gay Sword or something. Anyways, in the last video you heard him playing Helldivers. Well, he wasn't playing Helldivers. He was manipulating a missile strike on my jail. That's right, he dropped a fucking hell bomb. He dropped a hell bomb on a group of innocent snail pedestrians who were just trying to go to work. I'm so proud to be the Spider King. It's been a hot minute, and you know what? I decided now that I'm free, and I will say, I'll do it again. I'll do it again. If you think a fucking prison will keep me from not paying my taxes, you're fucking mistaken. If there's three things I love in this world, it's not paying taxes, blatant terrorism. I have to say that's a joke on YouTube. 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 YouTube, don't ban me. And I forget the third thing. Oh, pissing on the elderly. That's it. We can't forget the roots of our world. And that's what we're talking about today. The roots of my world. You see, I was born to Mikolash from Bloodborne and Spearmaster from Rainworld, and I'm a spider, don't ask questions. Grandmother still created Mikolash. Why he took Spearmaster's last name, I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, they're both guys. We call Spearmaster Mom. You know how it is. I had a very confusing childhood. But my point is, I was born in Weaveness, Absalom, and eventually, we moved up to Mount Fay. And this is about the events that happened on Mount Fay. And, oh boy, do I have this story for you. It's about a hijinks. It's about $20 bills. It's about Khan sending me on crusades like Khan does. Because, you know, I always thought Khan would be like, he had a pizza place. And he had a school, Khan Academy. But he was also called Khan, and known for being called Khan, for his third activity. The complete and utter annihilation of the godless Belgians. And that's what we're talking about today. Now, obviously moving up to Mount Fay was a very sudden and different change, but you might think, well, it was cold, wasn't it? Well, you gotta remember, I lived in the void for the first bit of my life. I was glowing and shit. So, obviously, I'm used to the cold as is. I'm used to the dark. You know, it gets really dark really fast on Mount Fay. The fucking Aurora Borealis keeps showing up sometimes, but it was very dark and cold. I remember that. And the first day I moved in wasn't really daytime. We have 92 hours of daylight on Mount Fay once a year. It was dark every other time. Great place to live. Would go there a 10 out of 10. But actually, how the fuck was there sunlight there anyways? How's there sunlight anywhere in Farloom? We're underground. That doesn't make sense. It's almost as if we had to go on a 33rd expedition to understand that. Those Game Awards were bullshit, by the way. I'm getting off topic. So, we moved in. And it was a very quaint place. It was like at the top. It was near the top because Mikolash, father, Mikolash was a scientist, so he was pretty high up there, and it was actually his idea to piss on Grandmother Silk, but that's a story for another time. Now, when I first moved in, obviously I wanted to get a lay of the land, and to let everyone know I was the best weaver to ever weaver. There's no weaver who will ever outweaver. I am the best weaver. You cannot outweaver me. You can try to build a wall, but it won't keep me down. You can try shooting off my ear, but it'll grow back. They're trying to eat the dogs. They're trying to eat the cats. They're trying to eat the Fay birds. You know, let them know who's here. And of course, there's many ways to do this. And I had the brilliant idea. This all happened day one, by the way. Day one crash out. Well, I had the genius idea of, and get this, building a dam to keep the water flow from going into the sands of Karak. Now you might be wondering, dude, you were like, what, 5? How the fuck did you build a dam? Well, I didn't build a dam. I caused a dam. You see, this was before the whole PSA, not PSA, TSA. It's like there's like a fucking terminal thing you got to go through now to get to the explosives and the weave nests. And of course, we always keep explosives on us because we have firearms, we have vehicles, we're gonna use them. And we decided, well, we didn't decide. I decided the best way to build a dam was to take the explosives and sneak them out up my ass, and then put them on the walls of the valley that goes to the sands of Karak, where the river would flow like through, and then just implode the whole fucking thing. Now you might be thinking, that's a little evil, Loam. Yeah, that's the point. That's the point. Now, before I set it off, Khan sent his soldiers up, and they captured me. I tried setting off the explosives in time, but I couldn't. It would have killed me in the process, but it would have been mad funny. It would have been mad funny. And they brought me up to the towers, the twin Karak towers. This was before the Tommy incident. And they sat me down before Khan. I knelt before him. I was forced to. Keep in mind, I still have a pipe bomb shoved up my ass somewhere. And he wanted to pay me. He wanted to pay, I don't remember how much. Actually, I do remember how much. He wanted me to assassinate Nihilith. And I don't know fucking why. Nihilith is like an ancient being. She's been around forever, so it's like, okay. And the reason he asked me to do it is because obviously I have explosives, and he wanted to make peace with the weavers. He said, how much is your price? 20? Well, he gave me 20,000 rosaries. I was fucking thrilled. I was just willing to do it for like 20 bucks. You have no idea what I would do for 20 bucks. So I waited for him to pay me. And as I was leaving, I was trying to convince them that I was going towards the Citadel, because obviously I'm not going to blow up the Citadel. I pulled out the pipe bomb, and I set off the explosives, because I don't think they know how explosives work. Needless to say, my ass was grounded for a couple days. Well, it was the least concerning thing I did. I was always a very violent creature, a very violent critter, if you will. But that was what it was like my first day, and needless to say, it was on the weekend too. So I went to school. They're like, "Aren't you the guy who scammed Khan and pissed him off?" And you might be thinking, "Dude, how weren't you arrested for this?" Well, I had 20,000 rosaries. I was technically the richest person in the goddamn kingdom at the time. It is my fault for the rosary inflation, but I take no blame for it. Now, I sat down, and I was just thinking about all the things I did. It was the second day, school just started, and we were learning some boring shit about like the sciences and stuff. And I was like, you know, it'd be mad funny. You know, it'd be even funnier than blowing up the sands of Karak. Do you actually know? I forgot what I did that day. I did something pretty heinous, but I don't remember what it was. I actually don't remember. What did I do? I feel like it was pretty bad. I was expelled for it. What did I do? It was so bad, actually, that they sent my ass to a different part of the kingdom to learn. They sent me down to the Bone Bottom, and I got to hang out with the lava people. It was really cool. Not the lava people. They had bells on their heads. They have, like, lava weapons. They're actually, honestly, I kind of fuck with it. They basically sent me to hell, but I don't remember what it was. I remember I impaled my teacher with a needle. That's right. Because the fucking history lesson was about Vlad the Impaler. That's it. I impaled my teacher. And that's basically what happened on Mount Fay. It was I was able to go back for the weekends and the holidays and stuff, but all of my schooling was in hell. And that's a story for another time. I wanted to make this shorter anyways because I haven't recorded in a hot minute. I'm trying to see Bud Light. My daughter, Bud Light. I have a daughter named Bud Light. I'm a very proud father. Hope they also blow up the sands of Karak one day.